Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something huge. President Donald Trump has officially promised a $2,000 stimulus payment for almost every American. Yeah, you heard that right. Not speculation, not rumor. An actual confirmation straight from Trump himself. But here's the thing. Is this really happening? Or is it another election season promise? Let's break it all down step by step. What Trump said, what it means, whether it's possible, and how it could shake up the economy, stocks, and even crypto. Let's jump straight into it. Part 1. Trump officially promises $2,000. Stimulus. Real or just talk. So here's where it all started. On Sunday, November 9th, Trump made a post that caught everyone's attention. He said people who oppose tariffs don't understand economics, that America is the richest and most respected it's ever been, and that inflation is almost zero. Then came the headline moment. He said a dividend of at least $2,000 per person, excluding high-income earners, will be paid out to all Americans. That's not maybe or we're considering. That's it will happen. And that's why this statement blew up across the internet. Usually, Trump leaves some wiggle room in his announcements, but this time, his tone was final. Confident, direct. Still, we have to ask, just because he said it, does that mean it's guaranteed? What's behind this bold new promise? Let's rewind a bit to compare this with one of his earlier ideas. Part 2. The Doge dividend versus the new $2,000 promise. What's different this time? Earlier this year, Trump mentioned something called the Doge dividend. Basically a concept that when the government starts saving money through new projects, citizens might get a portion of it. But back then, his wording was vague. He used terms like maybe, we're exploring, and it's under review. In short, no real commitment. Fast forward to November 9th, and his tone changed completely. This time he said, "We will pay." No hesitation. No testing the waters. That one word, will, changes everything. It turns an idea into a promise. And in politics, promises are powerful because people remember them. So now that we know this isn't just another maybe, the big question becomes, can he actually afford to do it? Part 3. The math behind Trump's $2,000 checks. Can tariffs really pay for this? Let's crunch the numbers. Trump says tariffs have made America trillions of dollars richer. But actual data shows the U.S. brought in around $31 billion in tariff revenue in September, or about $380 billion per year. Now, if we give $2,000 to roughly 150 million Americans, that alone costs about $300 billion, almost the entire yearly tariff income. And that's without considering debt payments, defense spending, or infrastructure. So unless those tariffs suddenly skyrocket, this math looks very tight. And then there's inflation. Trump claims inflation is near zero, but official numbers are closer to 3%, with real living costs feeling like 5 to 6%. Injecting $300 billion into the economy could push prices right back up. It's a classic short-term boost with long-term consequences. People feel good for a few months, but the ripple effect hits later in prices, rent, and interest rates. So financially, this plan has huge obstacles. But politics isn't always about numbers. Sometimes it's about timing and pressure. Part 4. Can Congress approve Trump's $2,000 stimulus? The political reality. Now, let's talk about how this could even become law. Even if Trump's serious, he can't just sign checks himself. Congress has to approve it. That means the plan needs support in both the House and the Senate. And right now, both parties are deeply divided, Republicans might push back, saying this kind of spending adds more debt. Democrats might question whether tariffs really generate enough revenue to fund the plan. So even though Americans would love an extra $2,000, both sides have reasons to resist it. Could Trump try an executive move or Treasury workaround? Possibly, but it would likely face legal challenges and political backlash. Still, one thing's clear. This announcement has already reignited the national conversation about direct economic relief. It's putting pressure on both parties to start talking about real financial help again. And that, in itself, could shape the 2026 election narrative. Part 5. What happens next? The real impact on the economy, stocks, and crypto. So, let's finish with the what if. If these $2,000 payments actually happen, expect an instant spending boom. Retail, travel, and online shopping would surge. Stocks would likely rise, too, since more spending means more corporate profits. But prices would start creeping up again. Inflation might return. The Federal Reserve might hold rates higher for longer, and the debt situation could get even worse. Crypto, on the other